everyone, my name is Jana for the ones that are watching me for the first time, and you happen to be in the section of White Cane of my channel. It's a section where I speak about things that have to do something with visual disability. Well, the topic of this week will be watching us, staring us, or looking at us. One of the most complicated things for me was when I started losing my sight, when I felt that everyone would watch me, that everyone would look at me or even stare at me if I would use the white cane. I think for some reason we don't want to be different in any way. No, we don't want to be taller than the rest, we don't want to be shorter than the rest, we don't want to be different color. No, we wouldn't like to stand out in certain way, no? In certain way, but on the other hand, we would like to be noticed and seen, but for the things we would like to. Maybe for our intelligence, for our achievements at work. But I think it's a very common characteristics that we wouldn't like to be observed because of the hair color maybe, or I don't know, we don't want to be different. So one of my fears was really that everyone would stare at me when I would use my white cane. And well, since I live in Mexico and I'm tall for standards here, I'm 182. And European, I'm a little bit different than a common woman in Mexico is. When I still had my complete sight, my perfect sight, well, I would draw a lot of attention. So imagine, add to that also a white cane. Obviously people look at me. And now when I'm okay with my condition, when I accepted it, that at least for now I can see very clearly that that I don't have any sight at all right now, I don't mind if people are looking at me, and I understand, first of all, because I'm a little bit different physically than a common person here, and secondly, because fortunately we are minority, the people that can see, so they don't have the opportunity to see blind people on every step. So obviously they're curious, no? And it doesn't mean they're mean if they look at us, it's just that they see a different kind of person than they normally see, and I don't know, I don't take it as a bad thing if they look at me. I don't take it as a bad thing if they observe me, because people are curious and maybe they would like to see how I can walk, no, using the cane. They don't have opportunity to see this frequently. Maybe if it happens in the restaurant, they can't imagine how I could eat without help, or would I need a help or not. So I think it's not that people would be mean, I just think that they are curious, no, and they like to observe. On the other hand, well, I can't participate on this observing lately because I can't see, so how can I stare at someone? No, it's very difficult. But what I can do is, and I still do sometimes, I used to do it before, but then because of respect I stopped doing it, but now I do it again. I'm doing it again. If we are out somewhere eating and I hear an interesting conversation, so I do like to try to hear what they are doing, and it's the same as if someone looks at me in a way, no? It's just that I'm using different sense to do this. So I don't think that looking at me would be rude or watching me would be rude, but staring may be a little bit inappropriate. But I can see them anyway, so it doesn't affect me. And my mentality is, I always think that people have good intentions. And if not, well, it's very much in their consciousness, and they have to deal with this. If they have any mean intentions or mean comments, I mean, I don't want to deal with this. I have my things to think of, and I don't want to worry if someone has mean or nasty comments, and if they do, and not because I would like to be vengeful, no, but you never know what life will bring to you on next step or on 5 steps, so maybe we'll deal with the same thing or with something harder. So I always have good opinion about the majority of people, so I don't mind if they look at me. But there is one occasion when I actually do mind if a person looks at me, even if it's my husband, when I try to do something. For example, I still prepare I still prefer to prepare food when I'm alone at home, or when Lisa and Diego are busy doing some other things. I don't like that someone would look at my hands, how I'm doing things, or observing me, how I move the things, because that makes me nervous. And when I'm nervous, well, I tend to have more accidents. I can spill stuff, I can throw stuff, I don't know, I cannot find stuff. Maybe I would get burned because I'm not as much focused as I am supposed to be when I do the things. And it started happening after my loss of the sight. I imagine, because now I have to be really super focused when I cook. I really prefer to be on my own. So first I always prepare the ingredients, then I organize my spaces, and then I'm just very much thinking, okay, now I'll grab the pot, I'll put it there, I have to turn on the burner, and I'm very much thinking, and I feel pressured if someone is looking at me, and I know it, because if the person is standing next to me, not saying anything and not moving, I know that that person is looking what I'm doing. So that makes me nervous. That's the only moment that it makes me nervous. Well, I hope this video was useful for you. If you happen to have my disability, well, I don't think you should be worried that much if people look at you or not. I think we have harder things to deal with, so I don't think it's worth losing time. And if you happen to have a friend or a family member that can't see, well, maybe my recommendation would be don't look under their hands when they do something, because I think it's very common to be nervous in that case. I was speaking with some other friends that have the same disability, and well, all the women said that they prefer to cook when they're alone. So maybe it would be a good hint so you don't make nervous your friends or your family members. If you're not a member of my YouTube family yet, you can activate the bell under the video, and this way you would be informed every time we publish something new on the channel. And in this corner where the videos are published every Thursday. Hope to see you around in 1 week. See you. Bye.